Welcome back to our very familiar BJ Mini Review episode.
Okay, welcome back, guys.
Welcome.
We're here. I don't even know why we're here right now, but we're here. First of all, before we start the show, what was that, James?
That was Kermit saying,
That was played again. Run it back. That was not Kermit.
So he's
Is that
supposed
even
to say,
English?
he's supposed to say, welcome back to a very special Let There Be J mini review episode. Enjoy. But he says, very special Let There Be J mini review episode. Enjoy. It's
Wow.
something. Yeah. Anyways.
Anyways, we're here for a very special review because, after the weekly show, because, if you remember, we said that Jay, right after, was grab a brew and then watch Army of the Dead. And one of those things did occur.
One of them.
And the plan was discuss this next week, but James just wanted to discuss it. So
hey man, I just didn't want to wait a week to discuss the movie.
Talk about it, yeah. Because usually what we do is we don't talk about the things that we're talking on the show with each other until the show.
Exactly.
So not rehashing, but okay. So James, Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead, 2 hours 30 minutes. What'd you think?
It's certainly something. Let's just talk about just some good stuff.
Let me go first because me, like always on the show.
You're the sensible-minded person.
Voice of positivity, okay? Because it's like James always hating on everything way more than I am.
That's
me. I went to this movie not expecting a thing, okay? And I gotta say, I had a pretty good time with it.
Hey.
I thought it was a cool premise. I thought I had some really cool characters in there. Is it overlong? Yes. Does stuff drag? A lot of times, yes. There's some great action. I think there's some great ideas. I love how it looks. And so overall I enjoyed it.
That's fair, man. It's a fair breakdown of it. Yeah, what do you think about that opening? I really like the opening. Credits.
Great opening.
If there's something I gotta say about Zack Snyder, he does good credits. Okay, he does a good opening credits. And I think that's where the peak of my enjoyment was of this film was the opening things, because it's okay. First of all, the idea behind this is a spoiler review, by the way. We'll just spoil it the whole time. You can go watch it. It's not in theaters. It's on Netflix. First of all, the premise of this is great. Like, I like the whole that they have that they're transporting the zombie and the zombie gets out and he's fucking unkillable. This thing with these army men. And it's pretty scary, and they get him, and then we get this amazing montage of Vegas getting overrun by zombies, and there's the one scene I remember is the people in the tub, with the eating the guy.
Yeah.
The Elvis zombie, of course. You have an Elvis zombie, and then it slowly ushers into this war of Las Vegas against the zombies, and you just see a bunch of random people just taking care of business. We get to see our titular guy, our main guy, Dave Bautista doing stuff. Get some great character stuff in the beginning where yeah, that happens in the beginning, right, where he kills the mom.
Yeah. I actually thought Dave Bautista did a very good job in this movie.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's probably one of the best parts of it.
So, yeah, man, he's on the up and up.
He's on the 4 people that I liked in this movie.
He's doing better than John Cena. I feel like I can already guess the 4.
Okay, well,
we not unlikable in this movie, but
We can predict them after, okay? Well, after we talk
Well,
about
three of them are on screen right now. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guarantee you.
Anyways, so opening thing, we get to see some great zombie stuff. We get to see them actually get like this. Like a lot of the violence happens right in the beginning with the gore and the nukes. Not the nukes, but like the airstrikes and all that stuff. It's pretty mesmerizing is the word I'll use. And then it just jump cuts to him as the burger guy,
Burgers, man.
and then we go into heist time, like
Yeah,
that
you
Rick
know
and
the
Morty thing, where it's
so
like you son of a bitch, I'm in. So we get like a lot of that, and then the heist happens, and it's
well,
something.
Batista gets recruited by Scorpion.
Oh, that's Scorpion. Eh? He plays
Scorpion.
Tanaka.
Yeah,
He's doing stuff, man.
he's got a big year.
Yeah, big year for him.
Making movies for 5 minutes.
Yep. Quick cameo guy. Maybe he has that on his contract. Like, I can only be in the movie for 10 minutes max, okay? Or else I will implode because the camera lens. I'm actually a zombie. Maybe he's a zombie. What if that's the plot twist? This was written by M. Night Shyamalan.
I think we missed it. I think we missed it. How was that a twist, Charlie?
So yeah, do you want to get into like the big scenes in this movie, or how should we go about this?
Well, yeah, well, what are the big scenes?
That's the thing.
There's, some fight. I like when they're like crawling under. They're playing night crawlers.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that actually. And
with all the sleeping ones.
That happens pretty close to the beginning. And I think we'll just do positives. I think that's what we'll start off. We'll start off positives. The best fight scene in this movie is probably with the streamer girl just wrecking that room of zombies.
Yeah.
And she's going in, and that's like probably some of the coolest zombie action we get in this whole movie. And then when you think she's dead, she jumps out the window.
Yeah, I was shocked.
But then she just dies there.
I know. I was also like, damn. I feel like she could have just went. She was not like even that far away from him.
Yeah. That also happens with the daughter and the thing at the beginning where they could pretty much run like just faster. I mean, come on. And then they're like, and then she gets stuck. Who was that? Do we know who those people were? Like they were just random people, right?
What people?
The ones that get crushed by the cargo container.
That was just random people. The one girl was looking for her daughter, and then he found her, and they both got crushed.
Oh yeah, I did like the pictures they show of themselves. Like, I'm a zombie guy. Another cool thing, I love the zombie stuff, like of the actual zombies.
The hierarchy and like the king.
Yeah. His name is Zeus. I saw in some material. Pretty cool.
The girl's pregnant.
Zombie baby. Yeah, I was like, because as soon as I saw him roar at the thing's chest, I was like, okay, yeah, definitely zombie baby thing going on. And I'm like, but how are they gonna tell the audience that? I'm like, they gotta rip. I was just like, they gotta rip it out of the person's stomach, and then they did. Which
they really did.
That's interesting. So he was the OG zombie, right? And then they're living in Olympus, just chilling. And what else was cool? Let's talk about the characters I liked. Scott Ward. He is cool. Like again, Dave Bautista, badass zombie killer guy. He's a good guy. I like the way they split up the money, where it's like, all right, you'll get half, and then they keep getting lower and lower as they find more people. Also, what the weird thing is, why do they recruit the zombie streamers? Like,
I don't know. Well, they recruit the one guy because he's good at killing them, and then he brings like the two other guys. Like, yeah, these are. They were.
And that girl ended up being a pretty badass. So.
Yeah.
But whatever. I like
looking up the names right now because I have no idea what the names are.
Yeah, I had the letterbox thing. I liked Dater, the cracker.
Dater. Great guy.
Cracker. Thought he was fun. He's a little bit
like
Vander. Yeah, I did like Vanderho, whatever the fuck you say it. Also, I like their camaraderie. They had
Yeah,
probably the best interpersonal relationship in the whole
absolutely.
team.
They're amazing. And dude, even how he dies saving him.
Yeah, it's crazy. Um, I'm really holding my tongue on things that I didn't particularly enjoy as
Okay,
much.
okay.
But
And tell
yeah,
me the
them. And the last person who do you think the last person I like is?
say it. I'm hoping it's someone. I'm hoping.
It is the surprise entrance in this film because of unforeseen circumstances with another character. I like the pilot,
Yes! Yes!
Marianne Peters. Yeah.
Dude, she
Um,
was the best. So you
and
know all about that, eh?
you know what? I heard about it before, then I watched the movie. I forgot about it while watching the movie, and that's a pretty testament to how well they did that
They
because
do it
wow,
so well.
flawless. Um, even though she's in like 10% of it because she's
Mhm.
just chilling on the plane, but it's
She's
great.
I just love when they recruit her and like $2 million. Like, I'm in.
I'm in. Let's go. I'm
You
in.
know how much I hate my life right now?
Yeah, so that she was great. She was funny, and then she's playing with the plane, and then the plane's blowing up. That plane was a shit box. That plane,
It really
helicopter
was.
was a shit box too. And let's see. There's got to be something else I liked. I liked the scene where they tried to open the safe with the non-lethal preventative
Yeah,
measures.
I'm gonna get again. That's the Dieter and the.
Hmm. One thing though, I thought they could just thrown the zombie and like they didn't have to get
Yeah, I
alive
know. It's kind of weird. They kept getting more and more, and we want them to
because
walk.
there was skeletons they could just thrown. Anyways,
Speaking of
whatever.
skeletons, what about this time loop thing theory?
I would have liked that movie better, I think.
People are saying, "Oh, is it real?" Obviously, like there's no
Obviously, it's not.
time
Yeah.
loop because they don't all die in that place, so it's not a time loop.
Hmm. And like they're different skeletons, and then they show that they look like it after.
Mhm.
That was some good foreshadowing. Um, and I liked, yeah, I liked him. I liked Vanderho because he's like philosophizing this event. Um, yeah, I think that the time loop zombie movie would probably be very fun. But okay, another thing I like about this movie is the premise of it because
Yes.
it's a zombie
Great. It's
movie
a great idea.
in Las Vegas. It's sanctioned off, and it's a heist film. That
Mhm.
sounds amazing, bro. Action movie insanity. But is it that?
And now we go
Not
to the
really.
second of the negatives.
Yeah, let's get into the negatives of
Take
this
it away,
this
Jay.
review. I think this film has so much wasted potential. It actually boggles my mind how much it gets for a 2 hour and 30-minute movie that is drawn out way too long. I think Johnny definitely agrees with that.
Mhm.
Um, the stuff that they could have done is like way outweighs what they actually did. Because when you think of this movie, you think of like, okay, they're shooting people everywhere. They're melting zombies. They got the helicopters coming in. Boom, boom, bam, explosion. What do we really get? We get and like lights and like Vegas and like casino. Bling, 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 bling.
Yeah.
What do we really get? We get a couple of people shuffling in the dark, which is again a
Standing
fun thing.
around.
Standing around. It's not in the dark. It's not Vegas at night, which is a little more like colorful, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, and there's like barely any cool zombie killing. And like I don't know, this like so a lot of people have said this, but this could be set anywhere except Vegas for majority of the film. Could just be any casino anywhere. I think they could have lent into it more. They did at the beginning, and then they just said like, okay, that's enough of fun. We're just gonna go into another thing. All right, and I think my biggest complaint in this movie, besides that it wasted the potential of a amazing film it could have done, is the emotional tie, I guess, of the movie, which is Scott's daughter and
Yeah.
the whole
Here's the
quarantine.
deal.
Let's hear it.
Never would have left, the movie would have had the same outcome, except Scott and the pilot would be alive.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because the girl still ended up dying, the mom.
And the kids are still orphans, and you know, and she could have been alive, and he could have been alive. It would have been fine. No, we gotta have this super anticlimactic, and you know, anticlimactic isn't always a bad thing. I gotta say, because there's some things that do it well. It's like a shock. Here, it's just like, okay, we're gonna pull you along for this entire movie to try to get you care about this character you never see for like 90% of the movie because she made a dumb decision to go into the thing to get money, which obviously makes sense because you got to care for the family. But you know, and then she's also they're not chained up in the zombie hotel. They're
Really not.
They can walk out anytime when the people
there.
aren't there. You know what I mean? They're just like cowering in the corner. Like, you asked to go in here. You knew what was happening. You knew there were gonna be zombies. Like, come on. And yeah, so that happens. Gita is her name. That's burned into my brain. We never see those kids again. So they're orphaned in God knows where, in the next quarantine place. Kate is just I want to say like I liked him, like, oh, the taco truck, blah blah blah. I like that. But then it's just like, man, how insufferable can you be where you're putting your life on the line just to find this one person who is 100% dead. Like how do you know there's a hierarchy of zombies protecting them? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
how'd you like that scumbag?
Oh, yeah, I was just thinking about that. The scumbag
Protector guy. That guy pulls a hard in Luke Cage. That's Shades from Luke.
Interesting. I like that he died. It was pretty cool. Or does he die because he's a zombie? I guess not really. Yeah, I thought it was funny that she just shoots him.
How'd you like the French girl?
I don't know, man. It was very like, I am the coyote.
How'd you like the guy that was sent with them that died from the tiger?
Dude, again, another like anticlimactic plot. Like just yeah, I'm gonna call it a plot nuisance because it really just because there's certain things that happen in the story where you have to like, oh, like you don't want things to go right because then there's no story. So you have to have certain like hiccups going along. And that usually happens from like, oh, a dumb person, a mistake, or unforeseen events. But here it's just literally all like things that don't get paid off. You know what I mean? He's stealing a zombie head, which is cool. Like that's the cool thing. We got it. Like, he's got to get the thing. But then not only does he get that zombie head taken away from him and not given to the government or whatever to make their zombie army, the zombie head just gets thrown off a building and just squashed. And it does nothing. It really does nothing. And then Lily or Coyote, whatever, she just gets speared in the fucking chest, which I thought was pretty cool. But
this movie, they string you along for about 2 hours, and they just reach a point where they go, okay, we're gonna kill everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It just becomes
it's like in the span of 10 minutes they kill everyone pretty much.
Yeah. Let's talk about the death.
How about
the first death that not the first death, but the second death.
Maria Cruz.
Oh my god.
Who, like, these guys, like, you just see that they're kind of good friends, Dave Bautista, and then out of like nowhere, they just mention
I'm in love with you.
Oh yeah, we try to make it work. Let's make it work. And I'm like, okay. Then the elevator door opens. Bang!
She gets her head snapped off.
Her freaking like collar, like her bone is popping out.
Which I thought was pretty gnarly. Again, just a fucking weird scene. Like, it happens. Like, I don't know. Yeah. So Zack Snyder was the director and the director of photography, and you can kind of tell at some points that, you know, something's a little weird with the filmmaking. Like, it's blurry at times, I found. I don't know.
He's doing depth of field where it's like hyper focus on one thing and everything else is blurry.
Yeah, I mean, he's a genius. What can I say? Um, yeah, it looks good. It looks good most of the
Yeah.
time. Some of the time, I don't know. But that scene especially, it happens in 2 seconds. It's really really funny. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the point of it. If they wanted to make it comedic, but I was like, oh, okay. Like barely cared about her. Um,
And we see Deer die to save
yeah. Um, yeah, we see him
Billy.
dying to save him.
And I thought that was definitely the best death of the movie and the most.
Yeah, I thought that was the most like heartfelt. I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess cathartic would be
Also
the
because
word.
you don't see it. There's something that I kind of like about.
Hmm.
Like, I never
Um,
like in a movie when a character you care about like dies in a really gruesome
dumb way.
or like dumb or gruesome because I feel like it's a disrespect.
Yeah, to them. I mean, it can be done in a good fashion, but I don't know. Especially in a movie like this, you kind of want the
Yeah.
deaths to be kind of gruesome. But I think
Hmm.
it gets. I think the gruesome deaths start and stop
Yeah,
with
but even like
Maria Cruz.
not even gruesome, but like kind of like just pointless.
Oh yeah, all these deaths
It's
are
like you want
pointless.
the death to mean something, but oh, dude, her death just.
Very pointless death. But you know, it's fine. She's a pretty nothing character for most of it. She's like, I'm your friend. I'll tag along. Let's go. Second in
Mm,
command. Um, Also another missed opportunity, like you know the Chekhov's gun thing, where it's like if you set up something, they gotta
yep.
use it after.
Uh
Uh,
huh.
the chainsaw never gets chainsawed by
Yeah,
Chainsaw Man.
that's
Like,
true.
are you
That's
kidding
true.
me? Are you like, what's the point of having it besides sawing a gate? Like, what? And he's like, "Don't touch that. That's mine. I'm
Mm-hmm.
using it." And then it just never happens. Um, Also, another dumb decision made by characters is that these guys go back to get the money, and then or were they planning on just staying in the safe? Was that the whole thing? I couldn't really tell.
I couldn't tell you.
Um, but speaking of safe, he was safe in the end, which we'll get to that I guess
Well, we'll
later.
get to that when
Um,
we're done. But
here's some stupid here's some plot holes. Let's just poke at. And I'm not usually one to poke at plot holes because I think that's nitpicky and stuff. But this is just kind of like ridiculous at this point. So isn't the vault owned by the guy sending them on the mission?
yeah,
Why does he not know the code to his own vault? Why do they need to crack it?
that's a great question. I don't know. Maybe it was like through the hotel.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just
He like
hilarious.
had them know the key or the code. I don't know.
Yeah, also I think I've seen people point this out, but the non-lethal thing is hilarious because what if they all just walked through thinking it's non-lethal and then they're all
Yeah.
just fucking dead? Like but I guess that's just
Well, the thing about that is, he was kind of hoping they would all die, and just his boy would get.
yeah, of course. But what if his boy died? You know what I mean?
Well, I think his boy knew it was lethal.
True. That's very true. That's smart actually. Then that makes sense. That makes sense in this movie. Um Yeah, let's see. Is there anything else that's pretty drastic? Oh, here's another thing I forgot to mention that I liked. I liked the whole president like plot going on
Yeah,
where
when he like
where he wants to nuke it on the 4th of
he
July.
said he thought it would be quote kind of cool.
Like that's funny. That's the kind of
Yeah.
satirical zombie like world that I like that they built. My best comparison of what this movie could have been is a live action Dead Rising thing. Have you heard of Dead Rising, the game?
No.
It's just like a balls to the wall zombie game where you play like a guy. The one I played was I think 3. Might have been Off the Record, I think it's called. And I love that game so much. And you're in a mall and you can drive the mall car and you can do all this crazy shit in the game. And I just thought that's what I was gonna get as a movie, but it's basically just like subpar gunplay for a lot of it.
Yeah, I think the movie definitely could have benefited if it leaned into the craziness a little bit,
Yeah, exactly. Look at this
to the
cover.
fun of things. I know, yeah.
like it just shows that it's like, whoa, this is fucking insane. But it's really just substandard stuff and at the core of it. Let's see, anything else? Let's talk about the plane final thing. Oh,
Yeah.
we didn't talk about Military Man's death by the tiger.
I thought that was well set up before.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I liked
He really bit his head like crazy.
It was very
Like, that's what your dog would do to you if he got hit by a grow ray.
Oh yeah, probably. What's it called? They didn't use the fucking Winter Soldier rule of getting thrown against a rock will just kill you, which I thought was funny because he gets thrown right across multiple times.
Yeah.
Okay. Besides that, Kate runs off to try and find the fucking thing, and even though they have an hour left, and that's pretty much no time at all.
Yeah.
And there's that Olympus thing. She gets headshots and all those zombies. It's fucking crazy. Which was, fun. Meanwhile, everyone else can't shoot the guy in the head. Oh, I like that that Zeus had like a helmet that you could shoot in the head, which was smart. And let me think. Do you think he could Do you think he could reattach his bride to the body and they'll be okay?
Well, he could have just had the head and just.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Good head. Here's another thing I didn't like. Why does he send out his prized woman to do like reconnaissance stuff?
Not a good idea.
You would think he'd keep her kind of close, especially pregnant too. Like, just send out one of your other lackeys who aren't as valuable to your well-being.
Maybe they're not intelligent enough to do reconnaissance.
Maybe, I guess. But so if you get bitten by the alpha Zeus, you become an alpha. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then these alphas can bite people and they just become normal zombies.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was confused for a minute. All right, so then they go in the helicopter, and here's where my brain totally shut off once the helicopter thing happened. I think I rolled my eyes for the remaining 30 minutes or whatever is left in this movie. I don't know, man. There's that big fight scene.
To the second he got in, I'm like, okay, he's definitely gonna have to. He's gonna bite him. She's gonna have to shoot him. It's gonna be like a parallel of him having to kill the mom.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like.
I like that too. I thought that was pretty alright.
I thought that was fitting. Yeah.
He keeps the 20 grand or whatever he's got in his hand. Also, no one gets any money.
No. Well, everyone dies, so nobody gets anything.
I know, that's what I'm. Yeah, exactly. And Gita is safe on the helicopter. The mission, I guess, is a success. Oh no, the new kit, the plane is going out of control, crashes. He shoots the Zeus in the fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
The Tignataro dies, and Gita, we don't even see Gita's death, do we? It's really just not shown at all.
We had an off-screen death.
For such an important character, this thing, it's kind of ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I think I looked it up to see if she died, and they're like, "Yep, she's dead." I was like, "Okay, cool. This is a waste of time."
Yeah, and pretty much ends there.
But
in another Snyder weird thing that he does, we pretty much get an end credit scene that is played
before the credits.
And we see the safe open up, and then I was hyped because I see one of the best characters. We get Sawman.
Mm-hmm. Sawman Guerrero.
Made it. Sawman Guerrero.
He survived.
I was hyped, and I was like, "Yeah, he survived, man. At least someone got."
At least one of the characters you like is okay.
But then he goes on the plane. He's got a boatload of cash now. He goes, buys a private jet, gets out of there. But then a stewardess comes. He makes him drink a glass of champagne with him, and they say, "Oh, you look really cold." Then he goes to the bathroom, sees he got spitten, and he basically goes like, "Oh shit." Which for
Oh
me, I
shit! Oh,
gotta
he was
tell you,
hyped about it a little bit. He was like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know. I think that's what
I
I got from it.
I think this is like so out of character.
Yeah, he's
Like
like,
that character would see the bite and then shoot himself in the head.
yeah, he's very
But
metal.
he
Like,
sees it and he looks like, "Let's go! We're starting a new invasion!" Like he's excited.
do you think he's immune? Because it had like the changes happened very quickly
Yeah.
in most of the other times. So I got that he was immune, but
Well, no. Well, the thing is, it happens once you die, and he
really,
hasn't died from it yet.
hmm.
Yeah, you become a zombie after you die.
Oh, I thought. Oh well. Oh, but Scott Ward, does he die?
Yes.
Hmm. Interesting. I didn't get that from this movie. I
He
forgot that
dies, and then he
zombie lore.
starts.
Well, he can live fine and then just jump off a cliff when he's gonna about to die. Like,
Maybe
you
I
know what I
don't
mean?
know, but
It's not really that big of a deal.
they're definitely setting up a sequel there. It'll probably occur.
Yep, they're gonna be
And
the zombie.
talking about sequels, they've already filmed. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I've heard about this. The prequel.
They've already filmed a movie. Have you heard what it's about and what it's called?
It's called Army of Thieves. Yes,
Yeah, starring
directed
Dieter.
by and starring Dieter. Yeah,
Dieter directed it.
he directed it. Hmm.
That's great, dude. I'm actually excited. If it's just like a
It'll just be like Ocean's 11 kind of thing.
uh-huh. And especially because we know he'll survive. Like,
Well, he'll be in the movie.
is this gonna be? Are there gonna be any zombies in this at all? Probably not. It's just gonna be.
No, it's just gonna be, which is kind of weird that they're doing that, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
all right.
it might be some fun. And they also did announce an anime sequel or prequel series that like each episode will follow one of the characters during
Yeah, I
the
believe
start
that's
of the
called
outbreak.
Lost Vegas, which is a
Yeah.
cool title. Yeah, I would like, honestly, I think the movie of that anime series would be a lot better than what we got here.
Probably, yeah.
And I don't know, I like the character of Dieter, I like the thing, but you know, they should have just kept him alive and done another zombie heist movie. You know?
Yeah.
But you know, we're gonna get just I guess, a zombie apocalypse, full-fledged thing with it, which is not really that interesting. But oh well.
Listen,
Hey,
I came in.
they loved Netflix loved this movie a lot. They're
They
like, wow,
did.
this is the best thing we've ever seen, which is a testament to Netflix's creative team. But
And people generally have liked this movie too. The reviews have been pretty solid.
yeah, I've seen some middling things, just like
Yeah, that's because you were looking for it.
I was not looking for it. I was not. I was
You were.
not. I for
Yes, you
sure did
were.
not like this movie. But you know, to each their own. I think it's no, not a step up from Justice League at all. I think it's something different for Snyder. I like that it's not dark blue for the entirety of the movie. That's a plus.
Well, I for sure did enjoy this movie.
Well,
No expectations. And did have a fun time. Obviously a lot of things can affect the person while watching a movie. James was in a bad mood. He was
what? Oh, bro, I was not in a bad mood. I had a great.
denied things. He watched it way too late at night. I watched it at a great time, and I was chilling, having a good day watching it. And I'm giving it a 6.5. I had fun with it. James,
I'm gonna give it 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
Okay, a 4, a 3.5, 4. I'm gonna match my letterbox score.
Wait, I'm trying to think. We gave Mortal Kombat a 2, both of us, right?
Yeah, I think this is definitely better than Mortal Kombat. So
Yeah, it's definitely better than Mortal Kombat.
yeah, I gave this a 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So that is equivalent to 4 out of 10. That's a 4 out of 10. It's definitely not the worst thing I've seen this year. Yeah, it's definitely not the worst thing I've seen this year. And I hope Snyder improves and he does a better sequel. And because I harbor no ill feelings towards Snyder. I think he's He's definitely a creative visionary. Oh, and he did get to throw in his classic edginess in this movie.
He did. It's an edgy film.
With the one thing I could think about was when he said, if I did a Batman movie, he would be R-worded in the showers of thing. And there's some edgy stuff going on in this movie. So there he goes.
He loves his edging.
Yeah, that's what he likes.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching this mini review of Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead.
This was quite a long video, man. I'm pleased that because you know what? If we did this on top of the next week's episode,
yeah,
it would be a bloated.
It probably would. Probably would.
Thank you guys for listening.
We will see you with a regular episode next week.